much air that's shutting off from his engine. I don't believe that's going to affect it that much, buddy, down on that area. If it was up on that opening up above there, that might be more of a problem for him.
Well, one thing he'll do, Dale Earnhardt watches the gauges very closely, so if it is a problem...
oh, there's trouble. Out of control all the way up and over is the number 29.
Robert Presley.
Around goes Presley, and he picks it up.
I don't think I've ever seen a car go up in the air, completely turn over and land back on the wheels and never touch any part of the sheet metal of that car.
Wow, that had to be a...
Robert Presley in an Oh My Heart ride. Boy, you got to see that one again.
He's got a little bit of damage on the nose of the car there. That might have been just coming back down, though.
Tell you, the way it settled down so hard, though, reminds me of Bill Elliott at Talladega. But he looks like he's going to clamber out all right.
That's always nice to see.
Robert Presley is out after the ride of his life. Let's take a look at what happened to this Asheville, North Carolina racer. Gets turned right in here.
Several cars that Terry Labonte and he were right close together, and then he came and look how high it goes in the air, makes a spin, sits back down on all four, but rest assured it did a lot of damage to the undercarriage of that race car. Took Scooby-Doo for a ride, didn't he?
I'm telling you.
Another view.
You can see him in trouble here. You see the back come up in the air. It hits right on the nose there, but look when it comes down. Watch the back of the car. That is a severe lick. I guarantee it bent everything under the undercarriage there.
Good thing he landed on the pavement, not on the grass. And he still hit the right Saint.
Well, that's a tough break. Robert Presley in a new ride this year.
Had started in 19th position. End of his day. Robert Presley, Earnhardt leading in the early moments of the 97 Daytona 500. Daytona 500 continues after this message and a word from your local sponsor. Caution, Derek Cope's car getting collected, but it was not the first. I think Jimmy Spencer got some damage in this one. This has just happened a moment ago. Oh, Jeff Bodine once again, number 7. He got hammered in the 125s by Del McCart. There's Jimmy Spencer's number 23.
Has damage to the right front on his car.
Nose punched in on Jimmy Spencer's car.
That was the front pack. The top 19 cars were running within about 2 seconds of each other from first to 20th.
Here's what happened.
Well, there's Spencer in 4th place. Michael Waltrip behind him, and Spencer gets into the wall. You can see him hit it there on the outside.
That's exactly what we were talking about, that arrow push off the corner. Spencer tried to turn the car. He went right into the wall, and you see a chain reaction happening behind him.
And behind him, getting on the binders, there's Derek Cope spinning. Collects the car, and at 180 miles an hour, I think he got Bill Elliott, huh? Can't be. No, Elliott's down below him. There's another car down here in the grass.
Well, the other car down the grass was Jeff Bodine that spun down through there.
The 7 car?
Yeah.
QVC car. From Sterling Marlin.
You can see it happening behind him. And once Spencer got into the wall, everybody started checking up, and then other cars started hitting them. It just happened so quick that you don't have time to get on the brakes as close as those cars are running together.
Dale added another time.
If Dale Earnhardt waits to the straightaway to pass Dale Jarrett, he's going to be sadly mistaken. You see him now as they started.
Oh, there you see Schrader in trouble and Grissom. Turn 3. Grissom in the number 41, outside of the front row. And Kenny Schrader's number 33, both off the track. Caution is out. 3rd one of the afternoon. 3rd caution.
41 is Steve Grissom, the outside pole setter. The car number 33 was Ken Schrader.
So, break for some of those guys having handling problems to get on pit road here. This See if they can get those things straightened out. The battle for 8th was the 41 and the 33. And on lap 90, it developed into a caution period. There's Schrader out of the car. His new ride. Andy Petrie, the crew chief, had that thing really ticking. But he comes up short in the Daytona 500 another time for Schrader. So for Steve, there's his crew. Disbelief there as they were looking on to get a look, and we'll give you a look right now as to what happened.
A lot of close racing back in the back of the pack. See Mike Skinner pull out behind Schrader, the green car, and there's Grissom, the white car, right in front, and they all go all the way to the inside, Schrader and Grissom, and they touch down there and then shoot back across the racetrack, almost getting the car number 31 of Skinner as it came back, both of them hitting the outside wall, spinning around. You see Ricky Rudd in the orange car coming up behind them there, and Jeff Burton also. They slow down and get on by.
Don't like the way that Grissom slapped that wall driver's side. Look again here.
It's like Grissom
right there
does not realize the 33's down there, and he pulled down to the inside, and they made contact, and they're along for the ride after they turn around backwards there.
Boy, that looked like Donnie and Cale back in '79. Another look.
Well, here it is. Schrader gets way down on the grass trying to move on the inside of Steve Grissom.
Well, Grissom was low, and Schrader tried to go down there, but once he got the left side tires down in the grass there, it turned him, and you're right. It's the same thing that happened to Cale and Donnie on the back straightaway years back.
Mike Joy on pit road. Side, Dick Berggren, Ralph Sheheen, Mike Joy, down there covering the pit action of the 39th annual Daytona 500.
Boy, that camera was working great then. Oh, trouble.
Trouble
That
big
is
time.
Greg Sachs. We were just talking about it. Oh, man, what a tough break. Oh. Bangs it hard into the wall. Both ends of it goes in. Caution
The
will be out.
99, Jeff Burton's caught in his back straightaway action. Going into turns.
And here's Gordon racing to the line. He's going to get his lap back.
Coming down, here is number 24. Right back up on top of these guys to try to work his way around 30 other cars back to the lead. Number 99, Burton, is fired up and moving once again. And Sachs, number 20, moving around. He seems to be okay.
You see the net out of the window on the driver's side. That's how they let everybody know they're in good condition. They drop that net so they know not to have to run to him and get there in a big hurry.
Sachs was in 6th, and Jeff Burton was in 9th. So it'll be 29 cars that Jeff Gordon has to deal with here. Jeff Burton has refired, and he is on pit road with number 99. Excite car right there, just coming onto the pit. You can see the back end a little jammed up. But Greg Sachs' day, it looks over.
Now, Jeff Burton came down pit road while it was still closed, so if he can probably make his pit stop, get back out in front of the leaders, but he still is going to have to go to the end of the longest line on the restart because the pit road was closed.
120th lap. Actually, they were working 121 when the incident took place that has put us under the 5th caution period of the day here in the $4 million Daytona 500. And there's Burton away. Greg Sachs out of Mattatuck, New York. His car still resting up against the wall backstretch. Here's what happened.
Okay, everything looks good, and then all of a sudden, Greg comes out of the pack of cars there. Apparently got touched a little bit, buddy, and just sent him down to the inside.
You know, we see this happen so many times. The car is on the outside, does not realize somebody's just behind him and starts to pull over, and they make contact, and this is the end results.
Well, that's what happened with Ricky Craven in the 125 milers the other day, and he admitted it was his mistake. He tried to slide in, didn't make it.
Well, this is inside Sterling Marlin's car, and you can see the car just shoot out there, and that was Jeff Burton's car sliding down to the inside as well. Don't believe Burton hit anything.
Another look.
Boy, those roof flaps did their job there. That 20 car of Greg Sachs tried everywhere in the world to get off the ground. You see them employ there as they pop up.
Mike? All those frustrating years for Earnhardt. So close, so many times when it should have been his, and it wasn't. And for Jeff Gordon, he's doing this for someone else.
Here goes a pass. Gordon making a move on the inside of Earnhardt. Oh, Jarrett's loose.
Down the back straightaway. Big trouble. Earnhardt out. Up and over number 3. And for the 19th time, Lady Luck deals a bad hand to Earnhardt. And here's number 88, Jarrett, back underway. Caution is out. This is in lap 188 as they come to the line. Elliott brings them across. And there's damage on the side of number 24, Gordon. Rest of the field coming up. They were on the binders, trying to get out of that dilemma up in front. Craven comes across. There's Ernie Irvan's car. It's in trouble. A dramatic turnaround, and look at the abuse as the Earnhardt car flipped over the 28. He went over the top. All the intensity and all the drama of 1979 are being relived in this Daytona 500. Dale Earnhardt, who was so savaged in that race at Talladega, and he got out and waved to the crowd. Broken ribs, broken sternum, broken collarbone. And he gave the crowd the thumbs up.
Here
he's climbing out again. Truly a remarkable American hero, stymied another time at Daytona. Away from another one on the super speedways. Earnhardt, let's look at what happened. Back straightaway.
Well, you can see him coming off. That's Jeff Gordon right under Earnhardt. Earnhardt gets into the outside wall, moves over in traffic there. Everybody checked up. There's contact from the car just behind him.
Dale
Jarrett got into him just a little bit. You can see Ernie Irvan there slamming into the outside wall.
And going under him. The end of another 500 for Dale Earnhardt. From inside Jarrett's car, watch these pictures.
Well, he was going to follow. He saw Gordon make the move coming off of turn 2, and those cars get close together up there, and Earnhardt gets into the wall.
You could see Earnhardt's car get sideways just before he got to the wall there. He could not control it. It got over into the wall, and it was a chain reaction from there on. Watch him come through here. Watch it turn sideways just a little bit. Bam, right into the wall there. Now everybody didn't have time to check up.
I think Ernie got into the back, and Terry got into the back of Ernie Irvan. He got the 28 car into the back of the 88. The 5 in there was a chain reaction, as you said, just backed him up. And the result, dire straits for Dale Earnhardt. Hood from the number 28 up over the fence and possibly into the Tiny Lund grandstand, we understand. Regular speed. Hard game, this stock car racing.